favourite scene to film was probably when the crows, half of the crows, were in the Crow Club for the first time, and we were, talking about the Black Heretic and who he is, and kind of laying the groundwork of who these characters are. I think that was one of the most enjoyable films scenes to watch. No, to film, yeah, and then to watch. There were so many parts. Probably episode 8. I think that was my favorite episode too. That was amazing to watch.
That's lovely. Callahan, how about you? Talk to us.
The favorite one to film, maybe I'll have to go with the first day on set, and the first time we walked in, and I see this ship that they've created, and it's a really special moment for me because I'd never seen any kind of set like that, and it was very special and so realistic. And one to watch, I would probably say the Up There in the Snowy Wilderness with Danielle. The first time I saw that, and doing some ADR for it and watching it, and the scope of it, it was so insane compared to, the day filming it was really, really intense, but to see the scope and how gorgeous it looked, and when she falls through the ice, it was all so spectacular. So that was probably one of the most thrilling ones for me to watch.
Lovely. Danny, how about you?
Yeah, I'd probably say it's really tough, but I think my favorite one to film was probably the day that we were just in a water tank for 10 hours trying to fight all the elements. Again, similar to Cal, like I'd never experienced anything of that scale before, and there were so many people all working together to like create this environment, and I thought that was really incredible. And also we were like really put through our paces, and to have Cal there with me for the day, like I think it was a really important day for us as like performers as well, in terms of I felt like I had like a lot of support from Cal. And my favorite one to watch is, there's loads, but right now it's coming to my mind is the one where Inej is injured and Jesper's watching her stitch up her wound. Because I just think that like it captures such a beautiful tone for the show, where you've got like comedy and like gross like violence, and then also like they have a real deep connection though as well. And I thought that scene was just a really well-rounded and kind of made me laugh, made me be aware of the dangerous, horrible environment that they're in, and still can foster these really beautiful relationships. So yeah, for me,
I agree. Those scenes really make you connect with the characters in a very intimate way. Of course, the action and the epicness of it is phenomenal, but the intimacy is what we connect with. All right, we have another question from Naira, and the question is, what was the coolest thing to learn to play the part in the show? What was the coolest thing you had to learn? Any skills? Any particular sort of thing that your character might have had to discover?
Talking to goats. Talking to goats.
No, that's very typical hobby of you.
Learning to talk to goats,
that on your
man.
CV now.
Oh gosh, I'm going to take that with me everywhere. Take it with me everywhere. No, it's got to be the gunslinging, man.
How about you, Freddie?
Well, I actually got to work with this incredible magician called DMC.
Run?
And he taught me all the sleight of run. Is that you? No,
DMC?
Different. He taught me all the coin tricks and the kind of sleight of hand stuff, which was super cool.
That's awesome. Amita, how about you? What did you learn?
Oh, so many. I think just from a personal point of view, learning how to do a pull-up was amazing. Because I couldn't do them before, and now I was going to the gym with a great personal trainer called Gary, and I remember doing a first hit session. I basically passed out, lack of oxygen, and then by the end I could do a couple of pull-ups, and I felt so cool. That was great. I can't do them now.
That's phenomenal.
But I will.
Growing up, so props.
Yeah.
Danny, how about you? What did you learn?
It's between two things. I love learning how to fight because I didn't know. I mean, shocker! You guys didn't know that I didn't know how to fight. But I boxed like this, like an old timey boxer, and they teach me how to be like that, like cooler. And then learning Fjordan, I think, was really, really incredible to have to know that someone who actually invented a language and has proper as a proper dialect was incredible. So yeah.
Callahan, how about you?
Yeah, I think learning the Fjordan was was incredible, but also crafting the whole accent and kind of, they gave me a lot of freedom creatively to just, kind of like a broad Scandinavian thing. And once I heard that, I was like, okay, I can really get, nuanced with this and really make it my own. So the process of doing that, on it for days and days and days and listening to things and reading things and whatever, all the stuff that informed that was a really fulfilling experience. And then to see it, to go on set the first day and no one had heard it before. So I was like, am I going to open my mouth and they're just going to like send me home or like, what's the
Oh, no.
but then when it was accepted and enjoyed, it was a really cool moment for me.
That's awesome. All right, guys, listen, we have a moment right now. It's very special. So everyone who's listening, you need to take your phones out. You need to start pressing the screenshot buttons on your computer and take photos of this moment before our cast leaves, because they're going to move on to another room, which they have to say hello to. But you guys are going to stay with me, and I have more surprises for you. So you have to stick with me, all right? Don't go anywhere. But take photos, say hello, take photos right now. And Freddie, Amita, Kit, Danny, Callahan, thank you so much for joining us today. And I see everyone.
Thank you so much.
Take photos.
Thanks, guys. So lovely to see you. Lots of love.
You guys are good to go on for the next one. I'll see you guys in a bit. And fans, stick around with me. We have a wonderful thing coming up for you. Stick around. Check out this video. Don't go anywhere. More to come.
It's good, this.
Wait! Exclaimed Mal. What happens if Agrisha?
What happens to us?
The woman in red looked down at them. If by some small chance one of you is Grisha,
Then that lucky child will go to a special school where Grisha learned to use their talents. You will have the finest clothes,
Finest food.
whatever your heart desires.
said the man in purple. Would you like that?
It is the greatest way that you may serve your king, said Anakia, still hovering by the door.
That is very true.
Said the woman in red, pleased and willing to make peace.
The boy and the girl glanced at each other and,
Because the adults were not paying close attention.
They did not see the girl reach out and clasp the boy's hand or the look that passed between them.
The Duke would have recognised that look.
The Duke!
He had spent long years on the ravaged northern borders, where the villages were constantly under siege
And the peasants fought their battles with little aid from the king.
Or anyone else.
he had seen a woman.
Barefoot and unflinching in her doorway.
face down a row of bayonets.
He knew the look of a man defending his home with nothing but a
rock in
rock
his hand.